I already did it.
Cool, but I mean, just passively rewarding you experience for something that you did in the past sounds asinine to me. I think
Alright,
that's why they
so
didn't do that.
Yeah, doing the same thing over and over again is asinine to me.
But I mean, you do play PvP every week, right? And grind the same challenges.
But I'm playing different players. People have different play styles. It's not like the campaigns change too much. They're
True.
always going to be the same.
But I mean, they're having you play different campaigns each week, right?
I mean, not really. It's mostly like fucking CE and Reach or fucking Halo 3 and 4. Right? Like, I don't know. And the campaign playlist, like, I understand that they're trying to do like something different, but it's not like that much different. It's just
So,
playing
do you
like
give them your
multiple
feedback?
games. I mean, no.
You should do that.
But me, I'm one person. I'm sure a lot of people feel the way that you do, but like I said, I play the game to fucking kill people. I understand there's challenges for it. I
Well,
understand,
yeah,
you
you're
know.
just one person, but you realize how few people actually give feedback with the insiders.
I
Like,
don't
you
know.
would be surprised, especially with the amount of time, the tenure you've had with Halo. I'm sure your opinion would carry weight. So why don't you go fucking tell the people that can do something about it? I
okay,
mean,
can I say what I was
That
gonna
shit.
say?
I'll allow it, Mace. What's up?
Alright, so we had to find and destroy 3 Moa
I'm
statues.
not doing that. I'm with Hank on that one. I'm not gonna do those ones. Personally.
Yeah, I did that one before and oh, that was annoying.
Um, I am 3 challenges away from finishing on the clock, so I'm hyped about that.
Are there new challenges or no?
Yep, as of
Is
a few
there?
minutes ago.
Alright, so we got also narrative navigator.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we would technically only have to complete like 2 legendaries in order to complete this, since you get additional progress for higher difficulties.
Ooh, that
Then we
background
have
looks so cool.
weekly warriors. Uh, well,
Firefight or Spartan Ops, or what do you want to do?
again, let me finish all the ones. Then we also have 20 grand, which we have to complete campaign mission to have 20,000 score or higher.
Yep.
Extended, which defeats enemies with sniping weapons in PvE modes. Delta droppings, campaign missions in Halo 2 or Halo 3 ODST.
Oh, here we go, dude. Oh, I'm gonna fucking pull my hair out.
Then we also have to complete a mission in a campaign playlist on normal difficulty or higher.
Mace, I read through these.
Yeah, but why do they have us go through the same MOA challenge again?
Because they're trying to show their new MOA stuff, right? I mean, I get it, but like I'll agree with Hank with the fact that like they don't really change up a whole lot. The campaigns are pretty rigid.
Alright, so
Nothing wrong with them. I have no problem with the campaigns. It's just I just don't want to do them fucking again and again.
Well,
Like
what
for
they should
example,
do
here
is
I'll give you.
they
I'll
should do
give.
more stuff for like kill these enemies in this mission or like how they had commendations. I just want commendations. That's what I miss.
I'll give you an example. When you do the campaigns, okay, I do it on legendary every single time.
Hmm.
Guess what? I don't have to do it on fucking heroic. I don't have to do it on normal. I don't have to do it on easy. Why? Because it all fucking counts toward progress. It should all count towards progress. If I fucking beat the fucking score, that 20,000 score, if I already have that achievement, fuck that, dude. They should give me that fucking challenge.
No.
Eat my fucking nuts. I already earned that.
So
So
for
you basically just
Shigulu,
log in once a week and you just net all this XP every Wednesday.
Fuck yeah, if I already did it, why the fuck would I have to do it again? That's so dumb.
That's a lazy man's way of playing.
Yeah. It's a rightful way of playing.
No.
Fucking A, I already did it. That
Well,
leads to insanity.
but think about this. If they did, let's say they did heed to your requests here, and they're like, hey, you know what? As per Hank Stumperton and other individuals, we are going to roll out this new update where if you have finished these achievements or these things that coincide with set of challenges, then retroactively, by you signing in each week, you're going to earn this experience. People aren't going to play.
Why wouldn't they play? Again, I
Because,
don't play the.
because they
I don't log in to play Halo to play the campaign or
But they
Firefight. I
they
log in to
want to
play
encourage activity.
multiplayer.
They want to see people play, right? Not everyone has finished a lot of the challenges or achievements. Sorry, so or the stuff that coincides with the challenges. I mean, if anything, it's like let's say you're on, right, and someone is like, hey, like you want to play through some of the campaigns, you would be more obligated to play with them, not just because they're your friend and they asked, but because I can earn some experience playing through the campaigns this week. These aren't challenges that you need to finish. You don't need to do them. It's just something to imbue a little bit of activity, right? So like when you're on and you're playing, yeah, we've already done all this shit, but it's like you could go through and just get a couple things done. So
What I'm saying is, if I already did this task, that is literally the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So, like, if I already did them, they should just literally just give me that XP. I'm not going to play the campaigns regardless. I mean, I did the campaign one time, like 99% of people. You did the campaign one time. If those challenges weren't there making me do that campaign, I wouldn't do it. That's what I'm saying, is I shouldn't have to. I already fucking bodied the campaigns. Already done, over and done with. Maybe if they did like some interesting ones, or locate this fucking Easter egg or this or that. What they don't. They do, oh, can you do this campaign mission that you've done fucking 50 times over again? Because, we're fucking, we need you to. These campaigns that are fucking old as fuck. Don't get me wrong, I love them, but they're old as fuck. I played through them 100 times. I don't want to do them again.
you don't have to. I mean, when you play, you're thinking campaign like campaign, but you've already finished the Spartan Ops, right?
No, I don't do that either.
There's your problem. Go fucking play Spartan Ops. You would have a blast, honestly. That's what I play every week because there's a shitload of them.
No, I did Spartan Ops on the original Halo 4. I didn't like Spartan Ops. That's why I didn't play it.
That's your problem. They're actually pretty fun. I like them because you get that variety. I mean, they're trying, Hank. I mean, they are trying, right? They're not doing the best with this game in comparison to other games where they really have like a bunch of stuff set up. They're kind of just going as we go. I really wish we had commendations. I'm also butthurt that Halo 4 came out and everything was already unlocked from the get-go. I can go on a tangent about that for an hour. But I gave him my feedback. So I encourage you to do the same. I mean, if this is some way you feel, I mean, it is an unpopular opinion. I will give it that. I would love to see you post about it though. I think you should do that.
I'm just saying, if they already have it set in stone for achievements, why wouldn't they make it set in stone for challenges?
I don't think
The
that I
achievements,
know
you
of any
complete the
game.
campaign one time on Legendary, right or wrong, and then you get the achievements for the lower difficulties. So why wouldn't they just have that for challenges?
Yeah, but I could never see them retroactively giving an experience. I would still recommend doing it because I don't see that coming to fruition, but I think you should still bring it up.
No, I think that will never come to fruition, but it's...
You know why, right?
Because they want to drag you through the campaign again that you've played 15 times. I understand why.
I
Nobody
wouldn't
plays
say
the
it's necessarily
campaigns.
that. It's just giving that passive experience. It nullifies a lot of other people's experience. Like that would so that would be the new meta. You finish the campaign stuff, and then no one would ever touch the campaign, right?
Wow. See, now we're talking.
But they don't. Why would you want to do that? You want people to play your game.
Because people play your game for what they're going to play in your game. What they enjoy is never going to change. So, for example, Call of Duty isn't a fucking story-centric game. People don't go to Call of Duty for the story. But there are some people that do. There's some people in Halo that specifically speedrun on their streams, and that's their fucking whole entire job. They do that 7 days a week, same mission over and over again. That's awesome for them. I'm glad that they do that. I'm so happy that they can find something that they love about Halo and the franchise. That's awesome. For me, though, it is not that.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that you referred to, though. I mean, I have a blast every week, popping on firefight, campaign missions, and stuff. Because, I mean, almost once a week, someone's like, "Hey, let's play through the campaign." Like my sister just picked up a copy of Master Chief Collection, so I'm gonna go through and play through all the campaigns with her. And
Can I join you
what's
on
sweet?
that?
Sure. You know what's sweet is I'm gonna earn all this experience
Hello.
from playing these campaign missions. So, I get your point, Hank, but I don't know. I don't agree with the passive experience because it just like it makes other people that are earning experience through more trivial methods. It just nullifies them, you know.
And it gives you an unfair advantage.
If it gave you like season points or something, sure. But when it comes
But
to
it's not an
like,
unfair advantage. I mean, it's not like I'm fucking paying to win. It's like you're just getting XP for
it's the
cosmetic
lazy
items.
gamer. It's the lazy gamer route.
You
Hey,
don't
man.
want to be the lazy gamer.
Like think of playing Gears of War. You're playing Gears 5. You finish the campaign on the hardest difficulty, right? and then every time you pop back in, you just gain like 5 levels of experience. Like, as nice as that sounds in Gears, I wouldn't want that. I want to work. I want to physically move my digits and play the game to earn experience every time. I don't want anything to be passive. Warframe has a similar thing where you can like set up these resource deposits and you earn resources retroactively. That does not interest me. I mean, I get that it may for some, right? Same as how you're saying you're not interested in playing the campaign, you want to play multiplayer. That's just something for me that I personally wouldn't want because I like to earn my experience. I like to know that I'm at this level and it's not going to change unless I do something about it. Not because I log in and I retroactively get that experience. You know? I mean, if that was the case, it'd just be so much easier. Because, I mean, you get all the PvP challenges done every week, right? I think
For
that's...
the most part, yeah.
But then the PvE challenges...
Unless it's something
I'm assuming,
ridiculous where they're asking me to do fucking... Another thing is they do these ridiculous challenges where nobody populates these playlists. And would never populate these playlists. Like fucking objective medals. Nobody plays fucking capture the flag. Nobody plays
that's
fucking
why
assault.
they try to get people to do it. They put out
It
the
doesn't
challenges.
work.
Yep. I mean, this game is not the most active, and it honestly breaks my heart sometimes. It's not as bad as Gears 5, with 400 people online at, you know, a Saturday. But
I'll be right back, guys.
hi, Luke.
Hey.
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 Were you upset when Garrett called you out yesterday?
No.
Okay, good. Because we were thinking you were upset, but I mean, he was more than valid, I think. Do you know why?
Why what?
Because you're very good at interrupting people sometimes.
One of my many talents.
No, I wouldn't call it a talent. It doesn't really bug me, but I know that it certainly bugged Garrett yesterday.
Yeah, it did. No, I was trying to say when he was talking about like middle school things, and then I was just like, yeah, that's kind of how like my middle school was.
Well,
now it's going to be the end of my
Consider this. When you're streaming, typically when people stream, they have 2 conversations going on at a time, right? But if someone asks you a question on your stream, it doesn't matter if anybody's talking in the party. You just say what you want to say.
Yeah.
Well, just consider sometimes that might be a little bit rude. Like, if I'm streaming and I have a decent group of people streaming, I pop out of the voice chat, honestly. Because
I just haven't had more than one person in my chat, usually.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just know this doesn't bug me. But like, I know with Garrett, he was talking about it yesterday, and like, he felt bad because he didn't know if you were upset. But
He texted me, and I was like, no, I'm not upset.
Okay, well, you know Garrett, he's a bit more confrontational.
He's a bit extra.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm confrontational. You're a little bit more passive.
No.
Compared to us.
I just called you out. What do you mean?
You're a little bit more. Like, Garrett, when something bugs him, he lets me know the immediate minute it
Well,
bugs him.
consider this. Both Garrett and I will let you know if something bugs us. I'm just not as easily bugged as he is. Because he's not going to put up with the interruption antics, you know? I personally think it's fun. Like, when we play Magic, you do that sometimes. Because you're like, oh yeah, look at this card! When he's in the middle of a sentence. You see why he wants to strangle you sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
I think, quite literally, he is going to throw hands one of these days. And I would love to record it and post it on WorldStar.
Oh, definitely record it. But I don't think he's going to come out in any favorable position in that.
What, you're saying you kick his ass?
I did wrestling.
When? This is news to me.
With my brother for like 2 years.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were on the wrestling team. No, that doesn't count.
No, he was on the wrestling team.
Okay.
And he taught me everything.
Uh-huh. Alright. Someone shoots for your legs, what do you do?
Like, tackle my legs?
No. When someone shoots for your legs, what do you do?
Get low. Make it so that you have a lower center of gravity.
How?
Like squat? I don't know.
No. You failed already. When someone shoots for your legs, hands on their shoulders, and spread your legs back. so that way they can't grab your legs. If they grab your legs and they throw you, like let's say you're in a street fight, you're knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me you'd squat?
I would get low. I would get low.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Money might be on Garrett. After that. That'd be fun to see. Hank, have you talked to Garrett much?
Nope.
I think you have actually, because we played Halo 3 a couple times, and all he did was say how much he hated it.
Oh, maybe in that sense, yeah.
Yeah. You guys have definitely played together, but you haven't talked much, I don't think. AJ. Yeah.
Luke.
I don't think Garrett and I are going to get in a fight anytime soon.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you guys ever like had like a play fight, I would love to watch it. I'll throw out bets. We can get a betting squad going. We'll stream it on Discord.
But you do remember when we were doing arm wrestling and stuff. He and I are pretty equally strong, so it would come down to technique.
I thought you beat him because he didn't beat me. We were tied. But then when I went against you, it was quick.
I beat you, but it was also left-handed.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forgot you were left-handed.
And the reason you and him were tied was because his shoulder was giving him some issues, like his right shoulder, and his left shoulder was fine. So he gave me a little bit
my
more.
right shoulder was giving me issues too. The sun was also in my eyes, and I didn't eat or drink enough that day. Hank, in regards to what we were talking about earlier, I totally support you posting something about that because I want to see what they say if you ever have the time.
Fuck no, I'm not doing that.
Why? Be the change you want to see in the world, Hank.
Yeah, my ass, dude.
What do you? Okay, don't give me this. I'm just one person bullshit. You realize how many people say that?
Yeah. You know how many slaves said that in the 3/5 compromise? Come on. Hang on, I got a phone call.
Okay, that's different.
Hello?
Bitch ass.
What's going on?
Is he really taking a phone call while he's?
Yeah, he's really taking a phone call.
Alright, you going to... yeah, I'm home.
Luke, you want to come play some games?
Where else would I be?
Gears?
Halo stuff.
Oh, let me know. Yeah, yeah. I'm home. Where do you want to go? I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet. Alrighty.
I thought I was hearing
Alright.
the other end of Hank's phone call, but it was Step Ninja.
Yeah.
We going to the we're going to the record store too.
Mace, would you be? Here's what I'm thinking, Mace. I want to play through a couple firefights, and then I want to play some Gears. Would you be up for
Alrighty.
joining firefights?
I'll join.
Sounds
with
good.
my
How far are you?
Okay. Any map you want to play?
Alright, I'm already dressed and ready. Waiting
How
on you.
about we go with?
Firefights I'm down for. It's Wednesday, right?
Yep. I just want to play through, get some of the challenges done, and then we can go
How-
Gears.
How about hold out?
Hold out. Or Rocket League.
Lulu would like that.
Yep.
Oh no, high sense.
Yeah,
Good luck to us.
pretty much. Yeah, he's a Robux crazy guy.
So when will your sister be on again, Tucci?
I don't know. I think she said she's pretty busy with school and work.
Alright.
Who?
Cage.
Alright.
Oh, right.
This sector is your #1 priority, soldier.
I wasn't gonna bother her too much about it because I know she's been busy lately.
Hey Tucci, what do you think of my character now?
Skull.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm gonna grab that ordinance real quick.
well, that's good.
Affirmative, we are going to shoot. Over.
Oh! Kilimanjaro! I got Kilimanjaro!
There you go. Nice. Can't even peek out without getting shot at.
Telemetry received on
There's a really cool apology.
Aye.
Yep, probably not.
Wait, the celebrating 20 things a Halo thing is back again? What?
Yeah.
Challenge, weekly DE.
Get in here, Luke.
Yeah, now.
Just 1 second.
Alright, I'll see you when you get home, man. Hello?
I took a massive beating.
Alright, love you too.
Crap, I need to defeat enemies with sniping weapons.
Good game, guys.
Rifle, B rifle, binary rifle, sniper rifle. Great.
I love when they do that. When I have a team and they just leave and I'm stuck there by myself and the opposite teams think I'm just gonna leave.
I
I'll stay
love
there
that,
for
dude.
fucking.
Yes.
I'll stay there for 20 minutes. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it, dude.
I got time to fucking spare. Eat my ass.
Especially in SWAT, like that's a dream situation.
Yeah, it's SWAT.
you're gonna win every time.
Situation. When I'm playing Slayer, I just sit in a corner and wait and hide, and so they have to sit there and wait 15 minutes with me. That's the greatest feeling in the world.
Dude, if anything, I'd sit and hide and then gank them when I can.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Grenade out! Die, son of a bitch. Overkill.
I got the fucking whole
Hey, Jay.
Xbox set up right now.
Killing spree.
What's up, Luke?
Can you set it to where we have infinite ammo and snipers?
So you want to know a trick? Pick up the focus rifle, and then you could wash 100 enemies easy. I think it'd be easier if we did on like Beachhead or something. This map's kind of punishing.
Well, I can't join you while you're in the middle of a firefight, but
Mace, would you be cool if we did Beachhead?
Sure.
Alright, let's on this. We'll get Luke in here.
Game over.
Game over.
Already got these Xbox title card things.
Nerd.
What's the
Five-
customizable cranium thingy that's on there?
What you mean?
There's like a skull that's called customizable cranium.
I don't know. Oh, Hank, you just ranked up like twice. Nice.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
You remember when I used to be in the bronze area, the bronze rankings?
Yeah.
Now look at me.
You've moved up in the world, Mace.
Yes.
Hank, do you like playing Horde? We played a
What,
little
in
bit.
Gears of War? Gears of War, yeah. That's
Yeah,
fun.
because we played some Horde a while ago. I just introduced Luke to it.
Firefight.
They had this
The Covenant are
this
advancing through
modifier
your
yesterday
sector.
for the
You need
difficulty,
to stop them in their
where
tracks.
you didn't have to reload, and you always had a perfect reload, so your damage is always boosted, right?
Skull.
We just breezed through so many waves.
it's true. It was really
honestly,
fast.
it was really fun. Cause like the Nasher with that perfect reload was just silly, and then the overkill, like you could literally just sit there and go through all
Hang on,
14
is this
rounds.
sniper? Not sniper.
Yeah, yeah, Horde's different though than Firefight. So like, if it was Firefight you're talking about doing, different story.
Oh, I know, Hank. I know you don't like Firefight. One of the
Yeah,
greatest
yeah.
modes in Halo.
My ass.
Your ass is not that great. Sorry.
How much would I play Capture the Flag than that shit?
Dude, Capture the Flag is fantastic. What's your problem with that?
Nothing.
Oh,
There ain't nobody that
right.
plays it. I might like it.
Let's
but
get
don't
up.
mean
Let's get
fucking
people
everybody
playing
likes
it one
it.
of these days. Well, are you looking for Halo 3 or Halo Reach? Probably Halo 3.
I don't care.
Killing spree.
I don't care which one.
Yeah, you do, because you just bitch and moan about the bloom. And Reach
Bloom
every time.
blows penis. That's fucking lame.
Learn how to control your shots.
It has nothing about controlling your shots. It has to do with making shittier people good. Why
What the fuck do you mean?
do you think they added that in Fortnite?
No, if you can control your, your bloom, your recoil, then you're a better player. It does not make a worse player better. Look at SWAT. You can't just
What
fire
about it?
You can't just like fire off a shitload of bullets and expect to hit someone in the face with precision if it's not controlled and precise, Hank.
It's one shot. You don't have to worry about being precise.
It
as
would
long
be
as you're aiming
multiple
at the top or
shots
half.
if you miss. If you miss and then you keep just blowing off shots without realizing what the bloom is.
Bloom is a terrible fucking game mechanic, and
It's
there's
in-
nothing you can do to fix it.
Received on
To make me say otherwise. It's a terrible game mechanic. I don't care. And they have it as a fucking commando on fucking Halo Infinite, and every single player complains about it. It's a terrible mechanic. I'm telling you.
Just
They added it into Fortnite specifically to make it more casual to players. I understand.
Oh my gosh, there's a fusion rifle on the left side. Where?
Sometimes you need fucking you need a little bit of a challenge for people.
Okay, I got him.
Nice.
Ray.
Yeah, I know. Oh, did I leave blueberries out too? I didn't mean to leave the blueberries. I meant to leave the green beans out because they were.
There's another. I'm dead.
Ow.
F in the chat, dude. Oh, you guys both died. Shit.
No
Wraith?
I
lives left.
leave.
Who's
Died
with me?
once. And there's no lives left.
Luke, do you think Cass will ever come back and play Halo?
No.
Why?
Destiny.
Last man standing.
I still don't understand the craze for that game.
I don't either.
Ryan.
I thought Destiny 1 was fun. Destiny 2 is terrible in my opinion.
Oh, dude, it's too grindy.
Reinforcements.
But that's their whole community. They're like, I love this. I love the grind.
I don't ever look at it like a grind, honestly. I
kill.
think it's pretty fun. Like games that have like a grind, quote unquote. Like I'm there for the ragdoll physics and the gunplay and just having fun. Like it's never a grind to me. I don't care if I get all the cool stuff.
I am still dead, Fushi.
I know.
I-
I do if I fucking go through this raid or whatever the fuck they're called in that game with you and I get fucking shit loot and you got good loot, I'd be fucking mad.
Overkill.
I'm right next to you, Fushi.
Kill catastrophe.
You're right next to me.
Yes.
Ah!
Flying camera.
Oh, nice.
Overkill.
Overkill. Dude, this weapon is dumb.
It is really dumb.
Like, I don't know. I
Like,
remember,
no wonder
like,
I freaking obliterate everything.
like Halo, or no, Destiny 1, like when they had like the House of Glass, it was like the hugest thing. And they get rid of all the, like, I understand they're like exploits, but I mean, if players discover it, leave that shit in. In the beginning, like, people were boosting for the engrams. I remember people were leaving their Xboxes on for like fucking 15 hours a day.
Reinforcements.
I don't know. I just don't like games like to be a second job. Like I have a
Yes.
job, I have
Yes.
a life. Like that's why, again, why they should give you the fucking challenges for those things if you've done them already. Enter your age and they go, oh, you're
Double kill.
over the age of 6 years old. Oh yeah, you shouldn't have to do the campaigns again. Or in Destiny, where they're like, "Oh, well, you get fucking your
Oh,
light level,"
oh.
which doesn't even make any sense.
Oh
They
my
don't
gosh.
even know what a light level means.
AJ, it's only you. I died.
I just
Triple
used the
kill.
flying camera.
No, I totally agree, Hank. I think it's stupid the way Destiny 2 has things set up with, like, rewards and stuff.
But that's even in Destiny 1. Like that should have died out in the first game. Like people shouldn't play that game because it's just so bad.
Well, because, like, here's my thing. I like putting about 100 hours into a game and then feeling like I'm pretty skilled at it, right? But with Destiny, it doesn't matter that I put, like, 250 hours into the game because my gear score is bad.
Double kill.
Yeah, exactly. It's a terrible mechanic.
And
Also-
when my gear score is bad and it's not perfectly rolled, like, weapons, and then it's just like, oh right, I'm just trash at the game.
What
It
do you
doesn't
mean you're
matter.
just trash though? There's still so much you can do with this. Like,
Yeah,
Last enemy. Kill.
and all
What?
that I could do would be like put another 150 hours into Gambit, and probably still feel like I'm trash at the game because I got like 3 freaking of the legendary
Are you
weapons.
saying like you want to be like the highest rank possible?
What?
It would take you 20 hours to get to maybe 40 hours to get to the max light level from base.
You know what? You know what?
If even.
You know what I pay about this?
I don't know how to do that.
The lack of
It's also like it's a grind to do that.
Yeah.
But
You
here's
make
the
it
thing,
seem like it's just like just real quick, 40 hours. That's a
well, their
full-time job.
their
That's a week of a
season is
full-time
like,
job.
What, 3 months, 4 months? I mean, how much time do you put into Halo within 2 weeks, Hank?
Round start.
I don't know, probably
One
10,
life
15
left.
hours.
20 hours? 25? So
10, 15.
But I mean, like 2 weeks, that's not bad, right? I mean, if you just have someone where they can just pop into Destiny and get max rank stuff immediately, like what's the fun in that? So what they did with the light level in Destiny is you get to the max, and then when you compete in the Crucible and other specific parts where your light level actually matters, it isn't just like boosted, then it's basically the end game players competing against each other.
Acknowledged. Shoot is a go.
I mean, I never reached max light level the last 2 seasons. I was probably 60 points away, and I still had an absolute hoot. Because it's like, it's not affecting my gameplay. When I'm playing PvP, it doesn't really matter. I can still kill people. It doesn't matter if they have a higher light level than me, because if you get the drop on them, if you're a better player.
but
it
it's
doesn't matter.
like, it's like
I'm
it's
out
like Halo, for
already.
example. It's like I spawn with a BR and you spawn with a BR, but your BR doesn't do as much damage, or if it does as much damage, it doesn't have this special ability on it that just fucking makes it stupid as fuck for the other person. Like that person's gameplay experience is ruined.
Just coming from someone like Hank, I mean, I feel like you know I'm decent at FPS shooters, right? You know, that's redundant. FPS games. And
Yeah,
I have
of
never
course.
had difficulty with Destiny multiplayer. The dumbest thing could be the abilities. Like when they added stasis abilities, that was the only gripe I ever really had with the game. Because you're
Well,
telling
then
me
you're
that
just
someone
adding
could
on to
just
my
freeze you.
argument. I haven't played Destiny 2, but Destiny 1 was that way. If you picked up the game yesterday and you're pretty good at FPSs, and I picked up the game when I picked up the game and I was playing it, I was stomping you out, no question. My guns reload when they're in my back pocket. I get more ammo for them. My abilities are way better. Like it just adds on to like an ever-growing tree of, oh, you didn't do this crazy grind. You don't have the time to do this crazy grind. Well, then you're gonna get fucking stomped every single time we play against each other. No competition.
But I wouldn't say that. You haven't played Destiny too much, have you?
Because they don't like it. Like Destiny 1 was enough of a grind that I understand like how that game works. Like Destiny 1 was
If you can still hear me,
probably even
it's
more of a
time to
grind.
pull out.
I mean, sure, it's a grind, but like, I personally wouldn't want a game where someone could just jump in and get the best stuff immediately. Like, I've never had a problem with PvP. Even if I'm a new player, I pop in with stasis, like, oh, I died once because they threw their stasis NATO that they get one time in the match, so be it. I still have plenty of other things. My Nova Bomb on my Warlock is going to be fine. My Titan Stomps are great. Like, my grenades with my Hunters are fine. Like, it's not a problem. I know for a fact, Hank, if you hopped in there and you played, you would have zero difficulty. I mean, I watched Queen play Destiny with Cass and Jordy, right? And not really ever playing the game, and she started stomping people with the lowest light level because she outplays them. She's in a better position. She understands the positioning, right? She's a better gunplay mechanical user, right? Like, she's just better with her aim. She's just better. So like,
I
you may have these
understand,
things
but what
that
I'm
boost
saying-
that, but you're still gonna do better if you know how to play the game.
What I'm saying is you will hit a point to where you'll be playing people that are on equal level to you, and if you don't do those fucking grindy, ridiculous parts of the game, then you will get fucking bodied every single time.
I disagree, because there's weapons that you can have that counter that, right? I mean, if you utilize your full arsenal, there is something that you can have that will still beat them. So even if you have the shittiest carbine that you start with in the game that has nothing else that helps you, in Crucible everything's stacked the same. The only thing that will change is if you're playing Trials of Osiris, right? And then light level actually matters. That's when people actually grind for light level. Everything else PvP related, it does not matter what light level you are, at all. All your stuff is stacked. With
It's just
PvE,
the game.
it'll restrict you from doing certain things if you're not light level 1200 or 1250 or 1300. But I mean, like, outside of that, you can pretty much do everything,
Hey, Red.
and you won't have any difficulty. Trials of Osiris is the only thing that people really grind for, PvP wise, to get those next 15 to 20 light level points. And that's when it really makes a difference. Outside of that, the 80% of the game is accessible.
Destiny 2 complicated everything, is what I'm trying to tell you. Destiny 1 didn't have light levels. There wasn't like a big thing. Like that wasn't like a determining factor whether you were stronger or not than somebody else. What I'm saying is in Destiny 1 they didn't have that. That wasn't a thing. There was just levels. And then towards the end of the game's life cycle, they added that in. But during the peak of Destiny 1, it wasn't like that at all.
I bet if you play Destiny 2, unironically, for like 2 weeks, you would really enjoy it. The gunplay is really fun. The lore is still fantastic.
I tried to play it for like a week when you guys were playing. I downloaded it. I hated it.
I actually got it, but there's a lack of free-to-play content, so I kind of...
That too. That
Yeah.
too. I mean, it just adds onto the list of terrible decisions by Bungie.
Oh, hey, my mic was on.
Like, the gutting of any free-to-play content. Aside from, like, the starting area and then maybe some other small missions after that.
They're like, hey, you could dance around the hub. Isn't that cool? Dance around the hub, do your little Fortnite emote. That's cool. But now when it comes down to actual content, you realistically, oh, they're like, it's free, it's free. It's not free. Come on.
Come on.
I side with Hank in this argument. Sorry, AJ. I
Why are you
think
apologizing to me? I don't.
well, Destiny is just kind of dumb in the way that it has things set up because it's also like the RPG of shooters. It's kind of like Diablo. It's kind of like World of Warcraft, where you get to the end game and it's like, oh right, a level 50, like maybe 7 player could maybe be a level 60 player, right?
But it's the worst version of an RPG. All the other
Yes.
RPGs that like
Yes.
you always have something to do. World of Warcraft, for example, is literally a full-time job. I never played the game, but I know people that are obsessed with it, and you always have something to do. Destiny, you don't always have something to do. If you have something to do, you're doing the same exact thing 20 times in a row. Meaning, you go to this
Mhm.
spot, you kill the same exact enemy in the same exact way every single time, over and over and over again. And it's been that way since the first one. That's why the first one was bashed so heavily by game critics, by game fans, by Bungie fans, and then they come to the second one and nobody even fucking plays the game. It's all a bunch of dedicated people that aren't good at anything else. They're just like, I can kill these same enemies again. That gives me my serotonin in my brain goes off. That's cool. I'm glad that you're happy with that ecstasy going off in your brain, but for me that doesn't do it. I like shitting on somebody that's actually like going to change the way they play. I'm playing. It's something changing every single time. The reason that Left 4 Dead 2 is still a relevant game and a lot of people play it today is because the game designers designed it to change every single time you go through a level. If you die in Left 4 Dead 2, the next time you run through that level, it will be completely indifferent. There'll be a tank in a different spot. The special infected will be in a different spot. The hordes will be in different spots. The everything. And that game is 15 years old. And that's not an RPG game.
That's
Well,
why
Hank,
I play
Hank, let me
all the
ask.
games that change every
let's
time
say,
you play.
Hank, let's say you and your cohorts, you all have the same light level, and you're competing in Trials of Osiris, which I don't know if you played or not. Do you think
I
that
played
it's a
Travel Osiris in the first one, yeah.
So did you think it was competitive?
Yes, but I had to go through a grind of 150 hours to get to that point. Or else you couldn't even compete in the Trials of Osiris.
150 hours, you know that's an overstatement.
Obviously. I mean, it's a rough estimate. I could probably check my hours
20
on
hours
Destiny,
you can
but
get to max, if even. So you're saying you put in about
maybe
15
not.
to
Maybe
20
in Destiny
hours.
2 and Destiny 1 you ain't doing that.
Destiny 2, that's pretty much how it is. You put in about 15 to 20 hours, you can get to the max light level. You're competing in Trials of Osiris. The entire time they're handing you new stuff to kind of, get better and fine-tune your arsenal. And then when
Unless
you are
you're
playing at that
right.
top level, you can absolutely clap people with your buddies.
But it's 20 hours of a grind. Like dragging, like the SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob and Patrick have changed and they're dragging the Flying Dutchman ship. That's what I would be doing. Because, like he said, we don't have free content. They don't give free content out. They just want your money. That's all they care about. That game is all about money.
Not. No, so you put in that time, 20 hours. You're not going to be doing the same fucking thing. Or at least I hope you're not. I mean, you could put in 20 hours of PvP if you really want.
What am I going to be
But I
doing?
mean-
Strikes?
You started playing Destiny 2. I'm assuming you haven't finished any of the campaigns. That would fill up all of your time. All of your goddamn time right there. You still wouldn't finish all of that within 20 hours. You'd have another 40 hours to go. Let's say you finish.
And
Let's
I
say you get
wouldn't be
through
even
20
close.
hours of that, right? And then you'd be pretty fucking close. If you put in 20 hours in Destiny right now, you'd be pretty damn close. And so then when you are playing, quote unquote grind, to get to that point where you can, let's say, compete in Trials of Osiris. Let's say that's the goal. You'll be maybe 1302, 1305, right? The cap is 1350. The odds of you running into someone in Trials that is max is relatively low, right? Because they're going to be matching you with someone that's similar to your MMR. So, for the most part, when you're playing with people, there really isn't that big of a difference when it comes. Like it's all going to be skill based. Sure, you may have a cool, legendary or like one of those fantastic epic weapons, whatever, exotics, right? But it's really not going to set you that far. There's a shit ton of content to get into, especially after every season. So when the new season comes out of Destiny, I go through and play it because that's an easy 40, 60 hours of content that is new, right?
And they have to ask you for another $40 if you want the next raid.
It's $5. It's $5 if you want to join the season pass.
Okay, the season pass, and then I heard there's something that's not even in the season pass that's coming out.
They have a new DLC that's coming
guys.
out. I mean, if a game is really
I know
cool, if a game is something that I support, that I think is cool, I'm going to pay for it because like it's
But
called
the
gaming
game,
as
that's
a
the
service.
difference.
It's
The
gaming as a
game's
service.
not cool though. It's not cool to sit there and grind. It's not cool that they're making people sit there and grind and then asking them for more money out of their pocket.
But
You
that's
understand
where
like-
we
like-
I get your point, but that's where the point is like I enjoy the game whereas you don't. You view it as a grind whereas I do not. So there's a
But
game
that's
like Destiny where they come out with content, gaming as a service, which is something we see in many games these days, right? It's just the way things are. I love Halo Master Chief Collection because they're not asking you for money with these new seasons, but if they were asking for money, I goddamn bet you they would give us more content, more stuff to do. Right? Besides these challenges, which you're saying you don't like that much, campaign related, right? Because we're not giving them any incentivization to come out with new content. Whereas Destiny 2, yeah, they're a money horse, and they come out with some fantastic content. The lore in that game is insane. The story is insane.
But the lore's not even in the game.
It is in
Destiny
the game.
Destiny 1, everybody was obsessing about how deep and dark this whole entire story was. There was no story in the whole entire game. You had to go outside of the game and go to Bungie's website to find out any of the lore.
In
It's
Destiny
a
2,
terrible
I
practice.
completely disagree. I'm a huge lore head, right? Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, even Game of Thrones.
I understand that. I played Destiny 1 thoroughly. I played probably, like I said, probably 150 hours of it, literally. And there's no story to be found. It's get to this point with your ghost. Your ghost is finding something out that happened in the past, and you sit there and defend waves of enemies. That's what that whole entire game consists of. And then you have these boss battles, which are the same exact boss, just reskinned. And you just kill the guy over and over again, which they're all bullet sponges. It's not like you do anything crazy to beat a boss. You just sit there and shoot him 100 million times. That's all it is. Oh, I found rockets. Well, let's rocket it. Oh, well, I found this. Well, let's do that. Oh, I found, I got my super. Let me use my super. That's all it is. It's just a grind. It's just a long, just slave grind. They got us in the
that's where we
field,
see it
and we're
different.
picking cotton.
That's where we see it differently, right?
This is
Because
the
like
opinionated difference.
it's
There's
just
no
a difference.
arguing this.
Like my point is, Hank, like it's a game where you view it as a grind. I view it as something where I can come in, I can get some new stuff, I can get some new content. I see the story in the idea that it is a story. Yeah, you have the similar bosses, right? But you can look into the lore of said bosses. You can look into the lore of the new areas, which are beautiful in my opinion. I'd say Destiny 2 is arguably the prettiest game, FPS-wise, that I've played. Right?
I think so.
And I think it's just a fun game. But like I look at it as something where I get this new weapon. How can I play better with this weapon? How can I improve my playstyle? And because of that, I'm never seeing it as a grind because I'm always trying to improve, right? So.
But then eventually you'll find another weapon that will be stronger than it with its level. So then you won't want to use that gun anymore. Then you have to restart that all over again. Which
no,
again
you can
is a
carry the
grind.
weapons with you. You can just keep them.
I
with you the whole
understand.
time.
I understand. I remember it was the same way in Destiny 1, but through that whole entire grind, it's just a grind. That game is a grind. That's what
But
they want you to do is sit there and grind.
That's you see how the game's successful, right? It is arguably extremely successful.
yeah, because they
because-
fuck people's pockets. That's their job.
No, Hank. They wouldn't be able to fuck our pockets if we didn't enjoy the game in the first place. That's my point. There's people that play it because they enjoy it, right? Same with
I
Call of
understand.
Duty. Call of
There's
Duty is the
people that
same
enjoy-
goddamn fucking thing, and I will take your position with Call of Duty. Fuck Call of Duty. It's just a grind. It's just the same shit. All I'm doing is popping in and doing the same goddamn motherfucking shit. Why do I want to play this game? It's a piece of shit, right? Like that's basically I see Call of Duty the same way. I love COD, certain aspects about it, but like there's no story. There's no fabrication in there for me to hold on to. There's nothing tangible. It's just the same things. You just grind and you get the same gun skins. And then they come out with a new COD next year. Why would I want to play that? People love it. It's the
That's how
same
I
thing
feel
with
about
Destiny. It's the same thing with Destiny. Yeah, and I understand where you're coming from because I have the same exact opinion with other games. But Destiny, you can't argue, is extremely popular because they're doing something right by some people. Not some people, a significant portion of people. And because of that, they're gonna keep going. It's a gaming as a service, right?
Free-to-play players get nothing.
Yeah, if you're free to
Exactly.
play,
That's the whole point. It's just to fuck your pockets. That's what I'm saying. Is they have that whole entire mentality in their head that you're gonna come play our game.
Well, they made it free,
Well,
but
let me
like
pull down your
you-
pants and fuck the shit out of you.
But
'cause
that's
what they're
how
doing.
it's kind of known. Like if you want to play Destiny, you have to put in at least $60, like you would with any other game. If you really
But it's
want to
not even
access
just
the
$60
content.
because you would buy when the game came out. It was originally $60, and they had a $40 expansion and a $20 expansion on top of that, and this and that and that and that, and it just adds on. Shaders aren't free. I was like, when that game came out, and then eventually they had to make it free because nobody would buy that game. Because you would buy the game and spend the $60, and you'd end up spending $100, and then $120, and now what are we up to? How many of those expansions before the season pass? How much would you have to pay for the expansions?
I think discounted you could get all the expansions for about $50 or $60. It's the seasons are $5.
On top,
There's three of them a year, so that's $15 a year, and it's a $10. It's 10 years of this, right? So that's $150 over a 10-year period.
Let's see. Right now, let's see if I wanted to get into Destiny 2.
Also, and then they got every single free-to-play thing they could do, except for like the starting planet.
Well, absolutely,
and
but like
maybe
that's why they decided to change it to gaming as a service. Whether you guys like it or not, mini games are going to start doing this now, right? Where instead of you just buying the game outright, you can subscribe to the service as if you were to go see a movie, enjoy the story for yay amount of time, and then
But
if you want to
just that
join the
they're-
next season, you can, but you don't have to.
$15.99.
But it's just that they're coding as a free-to-play game, but there's nothing free-to-play to do with
Oh no, it sucks. Like if I want to introduce someone to Destiny, I'm
$39.99.
I'm up front. I'm like, look, you're not going to be able to do jack shit. You can't play anything outside of like really any of the story because this is what they shifted it to, and it sucks. Like I understand the anger if you bought the game originally and then you didn't really play the DLC and you come back and you see that there's like a lackluster amount of things to do. That's how it is. But if you understand that it's a gaming as a service and it's something where you enjoy this and you're going for it, then all the better to you. But it's not something where like you can come in as a free player and really expect to do a lot. I don't think that is something that should ever be. It's not disguised
there
either.
used to be stuff that I heard about. You could do like all the old campaigns, yet then they got all of that out.
Yep.
Here,
and that's something where
I'll
they're
tell you
pioneering.
right now. I'm looking at it right here. To get all the Destiny 2 content, they have it as a bundle, $224.
Jeez.
That is my car payment, and then some.
So wait,
All right,
guys,
back.
I know we're arguing about Destiny 2 and all of that, but can we talk about the real game, Baldi's Basics Plus multiplayer?
Oh, my stepson plays that. He loves that game. He dressed up as Baldy for Halloween.
Oh yeah, no.
Hank, I'm
Yeah.
curious to see how it goes in the future because, I mean, this is something that I've had the same discussion with many people, right? And it's not something where I really care to kind of bring the person over to my side because I see the same issue with other games, and I don't like those games, i.e. COD. But, I don't know, like, this is something where Bungie's trying to figure out their shit, and you have other game companies doing the same thing. I mean, seasons are extremely prevalent these days, as are Battle Royales.
Right. But content, it goes one of two ways. So, for example, Apex Legends is a free-to-play game.
Mhm.
Right or wrong?
That's true.
And
yeah.
you don't have to spend any money to get the full experience of that game. It's in your face for free as long as you download it.
But you could make
let
the
me
same
think of another.
argument. You can make the same argument with that, where you're doing the same thing. All you're doing is playing in the battle
But-
royale mode. But for
and
some,
then
that's
it-
enjoyable because you're learning how to improve your skills in this
But the
battle
difference between the battle royale and why the reason that's so prevalent nowadays, the reason that that's like required in every single game, a lot of people say, is because it changes every single time. It's a different story every time you jump out of that
royale.
ship.
Absolutely.
Destiny has a problem where they make you grind and kill the same enemies over and over again, do the same exact strikes over and over again, kill the same people over and over again, and the enemies don't have any variation. Oh, I stuck this guy with a grenade this time. Next time I'm going to shoot him 1,500 times because everybody in this game is a bullet sponge. That's why Division 2 failed, and that's why Destiny 2 is a terrible game, and why Destiny 3...
There's many reasons why Division 2. Fuck that
Okay,
game.
but it's in the same exact boat. They are grinds that people don't want to do.
But then this is where what Red was saying with opinions, right? It's all opinionated because to some people it's a grind, whereas to others it's not. Apex is not the kind of game that I enjoy playing that much. I can see the hype, whereas Destiny is. I like PvE modes and I like the ragdolling. Like Warframe, for example. If anyone's played Warframe in here besides Mace, you would know it's like people call it the ultimate grind. I've played it for 11 years. I'm mastery rank 14. The cap is 30.
But
I've put in arguably around 1,000 hours.
what I'm saying is I've never seen a game have a battle pass and then require you to buy DLC on top of it.
Rocket League.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, I've seen.
I
quite a
mean,
few,
I
actually.
I don't play Call of Duty, but not like this.
But I mean,
You're
here's
telling
the
me Call of
thing.
Duty and them do this? Like
Yeah,
this
they do.
Witch Deluxe Edition is $80, and then I need the Beyond Light. That's another $40. 40. I mean, I can get dinner for me, my girlfriend, my stepson, and her dad for $40.
That's just shitty because, like, I'm guessing you're looking on Steam. I managed to get everything for super cheap. So outside of paying
Well,
for
and
the
that's
base
also
game,
just like discounts.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like managed to get it for like heavily discounted. So I mean, you're gonna have games like we're into this. We're foraying into this new territory where we have games that are expensive for reasons XYZ. We have games that are free, but are they really free? Right? I mean, it's not just
That's
this
what
is just a
Destiny is.
Destiny. It's not just a Destiny conversation that you can attribute this to many other games. It just depends on where you're seated and what you enjoy. Right?
I know. I'm just pointing this specifically at Destiny because of I played the first one, and I paid $250 for the collector's edition because I was a Bungie fanboy, like a lot of these people that fuck this game. And they should find out if they had a fucking brain and they thought a little bit about it that they're just fucking your wallet and they're giving you the same content recycled over and over again. Just like when this game came out, they came out with these new characters, these new enemies that were supposed to be, what were they, the Haunted or something like that, and they were just the moon with a different skin on them. They were just the moon enemies with the different skin on them from the first game. Like, I paid attention to when this game came out. The first game came out and it was a terrible grind. Like I said, that game was a disaster. Every single game critic ripped it apart. They dropped the second one, and the people that sucked the dick in the first one are sucking the dick in the second one. They're just
I mean, yeah, but
replaying the same
you're
thing.
broadly overstating generalizations, right? My point is, if people didn't like the game, no one would play it, right? It's a thing. It's here, and it's not going anywhere. And it's
But
we're
that's
getting
not
close to
a
the
lot
end of
of
the 10-year
times.
plan, but it's gonna stick the fuck around. That's my point. Whether you don't like it or not, that's fine. That's your opinion. But like, just like how I don't like Call of Duty coming out with new games because I don't find it competitive. I don't think it's a competitive game if you're going to release a new one the next year, right? Like, give it something. I want it to be more like Counter-Strike, where you just keep the same goddamn game out for 10 years, 15 years. But, like, we're going to keep seeing these. And people love that. And the gaming market is big enough where we're enabling them for these things. So it's not something that we can really just, like, retroactively fix. I have your same strong opinions with other things. So
I'm not saying fix
Oh
it.
my
I'm
God,
saying
this real
fix the
stupid.
game. This game is a problem if they have you grind like that and make you spend this much money.
But
That's
the
a
thing.
problem.
People don't find it as a grind, right? But I mean, like, look at Clash of Clans, for example, or Apex, and
Oh
the amount
my
of money
gosh.
that people have spent on skins and other things. This is
League
the
of
new-
Legends.
Look at
League of
League as
Legends.
well.
League of Legends.
Yeah.
So like, this isn't going to go anywhere as long as people are
Oh,
like
I'm
they
not
enjoy
saying it's going to
something,
go anywhere. I'm talking specifically about
They're not
Destiny
going to
2,
fix
and
it.
it's
They're
a
not
bad
going to
game.
fix it. I mean, but
I'm
here's
not.
the-
I'm not a developer at Bungie. I'm just saying it's a bad game. That's
What
what I'm
game?
saying.
That's fine. That's fine. And you can,
It's Destiny
you're
2 's a
yelling into
bad
the
game.
void. You're yelling into the void, Hank, because like I like Destiny, but like there's too many fanboys and fangirls out there that enjoy it, for what it is. I like paying for the service because it's gaming as a service. So
I understand, and that's fine. I'm just saying
I
that
hope
will
you know I
never
enjoy these
change. They will.
conversations.
Yeah, that's
Can
fine.
we-
Good.
Can we stop
I will
talking
buy
about?
Destiny if they add the dab emote.
Can
Stop.
We
Why?
Stop.
guys,
Why?
Can we just go back to playing Halo now?
Yeah,
No.
I've been waiting for like 10 minutes, AJ.
What did we
This has
just
been a-
wonder? You know what?
a fun
Halo
conversation.
just fixed your
I gotta go. Destiny 2 sucks.
Destiny 2 isn't ideal.
It blows cock, Luke.
You
Just
know what
say
you should
it.
really play?
Say
Hank?
Destiny
Play
2
Warframe.
blows cock.
Play Warframe. Then you could yell at me
Actually,
afterwards.
Terraria. Terraria
Yo,
is a
AJ,
great
can
shooter,
you-
let me tell you.
Here's my
Terraria is a
thing,
fantastic
Hank.
game. I love
I've
Terraria.
literally played so many games just like this. Have you ever played Black Desert Online? It's pay to win. Have you ever played freaking, like, any of these games that's like, oh, you want to buy an in-game skin? Here, we're going to give you extra stats because of it. You want to do this? Great. Destiny
Wait,
2
Clifford.
could be worse.
Destiny 2, not much worse. Again, they're asking $40 for an expansion in 2021.
I
It
also
could be
I
worse.
also put the third option. Who gives a shit? And if you like to play the game, you play the game.
That's my
and
point.
you
Yeah,
play the games
that's my
we
point.
enjoy.
Yep. Like that's
That's
my main
fine.
point.
But again, I'm just saying objectively, people that throughout all people that play RPGs and this thing, if you like an interesting story, you could play other games that don't make you spend $40 on an expansion. And then don't charge you for a fucking battle pass. And then if you download the game for free, you can't do anything. It's not
You
a
are
grind.
You are very valid, Hank. You are so valid. You are so valid, Hank. But also, I'm not going to have this discussion with Destiny players because Destiny players love to defend their game.
Thank you. And the game sucks. The game blows.
That's fine, Hank. That's your opinion.
Every game blows.
Dude,
Wow.
it sucks to
Mine-
some degree, dude. I literally am shitting on
Minecraft is the
Pokemon
only
Sword and
perfect
Shield.
game.
Dude, I understand. I was shitting on Pokemon Sword and Shield at work, and like some girl at my work was trying to defend the game, and I'm like, hey, that's fine. But like, if you compare it to other games of the past series, it's just shit. But
Dude,
in the
honestly,
end,
they are.
it's
I
like
agree
what
with
you
that.
like.
I agree with it. Is what you like, and like
It's
sometimes
just like
I wrote a review for Gears 5 because that game's been getting shit on, and I'm like, look, I've played all the Gears games. I love it.
oh, by the way, I'm in AJ.
Cool.
Spins and I are gonna join. Are you guys in customs?
We're doing firefight. We have one spot, sadly.
Oh, shoot. Okay, Spins and I will just do some multiplayer then.
But like, I love Gears 5. I think it's a great game. Is it as good as the older ones? No, but it's on Steam and I can play it. So fuck the haters. I'm gonna play the game and enjoy the shit
You're
out
like,
of it.